Today I want to talk about 3 steps I use to discover my God-given purpose. And everybody's searching for purpose, but I think people are going about it in the wrong way. Everybody's going about it in the wrong way because they go on a journey to try and find like some mystical, magical thing that is their purpose. But they're going about it the wrong way because the purpose is you. You are the purpose. God created you completely unique to everybody else. That means you alone have one singular purpose. And I want to talk more about that with these 3 steps I used to discover my own purpose and how I did that. So the first step is the realizing that the purpose is you. That means you don't have to search far, but you just have to search within. The purpose is right here, and you just have to search within yourself to find it. So this is asking like the questions: what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are your hobbies? What do you genuinely enjoy doing? What do you love doing the most? And to go a step further, to step into purpose is, how do you want to contribute? In what ways do you want to serve? And this is the crucial part of this first step. Is most people think about their purpose being like, why am I on this earth? Why am I living? But how I discovered my purpose and how I actually step into my purpose and I feel amazing every single day is this video I watched, this shifting the connotation of purpose from why to who. So who means like, who do you want to serve? Who do you want to impact? And who do you want to impact? Who do you want to impact with your uniqueness? Because God made one of you, and your strengths and your characteristics are so unique to you. So this is the first step. Who do you want to serve? The second step is a bit more practical. One thing I did is I took a personality test, and I've taken a lot in the past, and honestly, maybe you felt the same. It's like, that's not really what, I don't really agree with this. I felt that a lot before, but things changed because I was really desperate to find purpose. So I did Jordan Peterson personality test, and this was actually, I felt it was the best, most accurate, almost like raw test results I've ever had. But because of this, like how I went about it, actually, I feel like when you're in a growth mindset, when you want to grow, it's very easy to share answers about who you want to be, the type of person who you want to be, that maybe the ideals you hold up. But to have an accurate test result is to share where you're at right now, where are you currently at. And then I was able to have such good results because I would think about a question, I'd think about anything that happened to me recently, any situation with a person, how did I act? Going with like from the prompt, and I got the most accurate results ever. And then I guess the other thing I did is I got those results. I was like, damn, because Jordan Peterson's test is it's more about like kind of raw. Honestly, it's a little bit more almost like fatherly way of doing things. That's kind of how Jordan Peterson is. It's like he emphasizes like what you need to improve on. But what I did and took a step further is I put it into ChatGPT, and I put my test results into ChatGPT, and I asked, can you just put more emphasis on my strengths? And this like opened up so much, like almost like a whole different like gateway into myself that I wasn't really sure or confident before. But when I saw these results, I was like, damn, this is so true. And yeah, I think with this is like, when finding this purpose, you can do this test, but to go even more practical is test out different hobbies, test out different things that you feel like you might enjoy, and things that you feel like you want to contribute, or jobs or education that you feel called to. Because nobody is called to the exact same, not everybody is not called to the exact same thing. You are unique, and you're going to have your own desires, things you like. There are going to be some people similar to you, but there's nobody exactly like you. And that's such a precious and beautiful gift that God has given you, that God has given all of us. And I think what's just also so important about this is your purpose it's a passion. It's about passion. It's about, like, you're not just doing something you hate. I don't think God put you on earth and gave you a purpose that is just you suffering. Is just you, I don't know, working the worst, like a job you hate, barely scraping by. But God wants you to step into a purpose that is your passion, because it's you. You know, it's what you genuinely enjoy doing. And it's the way that you want to contribute and the way you want to serve. So that's so crucial. It's something that you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy doing it, then maybe it's not your purpose. And I've had experience with that, where maybe, like, I feel like my purpose, it's very aligned with helping, like, listening to people. And sure, sometimes when I'm with somebody, it depends depends on the person. It's like, maybe I'm not getting energized by this person, but that doesn't mean it's not my purpose. A lot of the times, it can depend on the people around you and the energy that you have. So I feel like for me, it's easy to get drained with people. But for my purpose, but I still love doing it. It's just after it, I can feel drained. But what's important, and that's another skill, is just learning how to fill yourself up constantly, like, with your purpose, so that you can practice it even more. And yeah, I think that's actually so important. It's not easy to practice your purpose every day, but do something that you actually enjoy, and then find ways how to fill yourself up to constantly keep practicing that purpose. But yeah, that's actually basically it for these 3 steps. Thank you so much for watching. I did want to say one last thing, is I actually been working really hard on a course, not about purpose, but also about developing intimacy and opening up to God, being more vulnerable with God, and developing this intimacy that, I experienced crazy transformation within the past year, because of the fact that I opened my heart and my emotions to God. And that changed everything for me. So if you want to support not just me, but this mission to help young men, receive their purpose and learn more about God and deep intimacy with God, the course is in the description. It's very cheap. It's only like $15. But I'd love to hear what you think as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. God bless, and goodbye.